And so I want to deal with this family thing first. Because most of y'all, your family starts to grow up and grow out independently. And the family need to grow up and grow tighter as a stronger foundation. Right? Now, here's the thing. You don't allow another family member to tell you what you got and how you should use it for their benefit.
That's right.
I'm really talking about money here, what I'm really talking about. All right. But you cannot build a strong church and you don't know how to build a strong family.
Amen.
Some people going to die broke trying to keep up with their siblings.
That's true. All right. That's true.
You know, some things just ain't meant for you, and you have to be comfortable with that.
Amen.
I'm talking about young people today, so I don't want them going to the bathrooms for 15 minutes and none of that. All right, I want y'all undivided attention. I want to make sure. Where's my nephew?
He's coming. He doesn't even have to come.
Right. All right. Yeah, there you go, Brother Deacon. No, Deacon Brian ain't here to back you up, but Deacon Brian is he's in Virginia with his nephew, and he playing some football. When somebody spend their money on your child for them to go do anything, you know that child ain't average.
Right. That's true.
Oh, y'all ain't all right.
That's true.
Forget it then. Go on. Go on. No, I'm serious. I'm telling you something. They put them on a bus, a train, a dog sled. I mean, what they put them on.
Right.
But when people pay money for your child to go do anything, sing, whistle, sing a pop, come on now, your child ain't average. Right? And we need to celebrate that.
Amen.
So he want me to deal with family. I need you to understand your role in coming up in your family. Now we may have different incomes, we may level off differently financially, but we all have an obligation to each other to make sure we're solid.
Amen.
You hear me? A family that knows how to appreciate what another member have that they don't have. Now, you know, everybody got somebody, well, should. All right, if you don't have this, we're gonna pray. Everybody got somebody in the family that know how to cook something better than everybody else. Every family got it. Every family got it. All right. Now you have to celebrate when they make them cookies.
Right.
You ain't got to go try to compete with them cookies.
That's right.
Enjoy them cookies.
That's right.
Amen.
Celebrate them cookies. Come on now. Yeah, I don't care for them. Listen, them cookies make you come off a diet. Them pies ain't regular pies. Come on now. Y'all ever had somebody in your family that passed, and whatever they was cooking, it came, other family members came close, but it never was the same.
Right. So true.
Right? So you got to know where you shine, and you got to be good with that.
Amen.
Right? It's okay to say, oh, my sister is a whole lot smarter than me, you should talk to her.
Right.
It's okay, you got to be okay with that. You got to be okay with saying, oh, my sister's got the go-getter. Yeah, she travels the world.
Right.
She's always on something, doing something great. I'm a homebody. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay for us to be different and still be one.
Amen.
And you have to respect yourself. Now, what you have to understand is when you start building a family like that, you can have people that become a part of it. They ain't got nothing to do with blood type.
Right.
You understand? They're just part of making us one, making us solid. Right? So let's get into this. I want to today, the Holy Spirit wants me to talk to you about learning how to work together to be a great family, an awesome family, and not a family of competition. There's never a time you should be competing. I'm not talking about, you know, just being competitive, playing basketball. That's not what I'm talking about. But you know, I'm talking about this, the social embrace of life. Don't think it's all about me having a better car or me having better this or better. No, that's not what it's about. It's about us being one. All right. Now, if you don't learn how to be one, the devil will not only not allow you not to celebrate your siblings, but he'll also make you envious of other people and their stuff.
True.
You can't allow this to brew at home
Amen.
and then think it's going to not manifest on the workplace.
Right.
And then you start becoming conniving and things start growing in you, And you'll never address it. You'll always pick up something else on why you don't like somebody and what they got. But the truth is there's jealousy and envy that started at home.
Amen.
And you got to be able to celebrate people, especially your siblings and your aunties and your uncles and anybody and everybody that can make you solid. You have to make sure I embrace it, not compete against it.
Right. Amen.
All right? Family coming together got to mean more than, you know, what clothes you wear. You know, their name brand and all that. Got to mean more than that. Because what you're going to find is you'll find more people that have more money than the people that have name brand. They have more money than the people wearing name brand. And they got on something that you thinking you would never wear. Stop letting the world define for you what success is.
That's right.
Because you'll spend your time and your money trying to get those things instead of trying to get what's most valuable.
Right. So true.
Having a family you can depend on means more than the car you drive in.
Come on.
Amen.
It's greater and it's more successful to be in the bus stop with a family that will support you than to be in a Maserati with a family that don't want to be around you. So don't start getting caught up in the world embracing me greater because I got this. Don't try to go after an image. Go after the real thing.
Amen.
Don't try to look like something you're not. Be comfortable who you are. Allow your siblings, listen, one of the things we learned, we had a young lady and her style was different than who she was associated with. And the people she was associated with made her feel ugly because she didn't want to succumb to what they embraced as beautiful. You can't make me put nothing in my hair to make me beautiful if I've declared I'm beautiful the way I am.
Right.
How dare you call me ugly and tell me you ain't gonna wear your hair like that? And why not?
Right.
Why can't I wear my hair like this? Because you say I'm ugly like this, but you supposed to be beautiful? The mere fact you judge me like that tell me you ugly.
Right. Amen.
Right. Allow people in your family to be and grow to be what they want to be, what makes them happy. They don't have to look like you.
That's right.
Society told you going natural is ugly. That's why you would hold your nose up at people that go natural because you got cream in your hair.
Right.
That is the epitome of stupidity.
Right. True.
You can't look at people because they're different than you and then start judging them.
Amen.
All right? You listen to me. If you can't accept your sister to be different, then how can you accept others? At home, you got to accept. That's not my style. That's my sister's style. You got to be able to look at some shoes and say, "Oh, my brother wear that, but I would never wear it. My sister wear that, but I would never wear that."
Amen.
That's my auntie 100%, but we would never wear that.
Right.
All right? Everybody got a role to play for a family to be 100.
True. So
Now, here's the thing. Your household might be the trailblazer, the foundation of what I'm talking about. You may not have that with your aunties and your uncles. You may not see that with your parents, siblings. But if it starts with you, so be it.
Amen. Amen.
But we can't keep growing up and growing away.
Amen.
True.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. Now, you got to hear me for family I'm talking about. When you have a real family, you don't want to move nowhere where I can't get to my family when they need me.
Right.
Amen.
Oh, you can move to Japan.
That's true.
But if you need to raise money to come to America to see your family, you ain't got no business in Japan.
Amen.
Now I'm talking beyond what's accepted by society. I'm talking about family now.
Amen.
No, I ain't going to Japan unless I'm from it. I can call a private jet if I need to and get to where I gotta go. If I can do that, then I go. But I ain't about to go to Japan and struggle. The devil is a liar. I got a family.
Come on now.
So I'm gonna make sure I rid myself of any competition. I'm gonna respect my siblings and where they shine. Right? My kids are diverse in where they shine, and I am not about to try to make one think they better than the other because of something that one's doing that the other's not.
Amen.
Do you hear me?
Amen.
So you can't, now listen to me, I don't know if your mom's going to bring this to your attention, but God is bringing it to your attention.
Amen.
So God is expecting something from you that say, I would never compete with my siblings. I'm going to do what I can to help you.
Come on.
I may not be the one getting married, but if I can sew, you better believe that wedding dress is going to be 100. I tell you that.
Come on.
You hear me?
Yes, sir.
I may not can be the one with the fancy cars and all that other stuff, but I'm telling you, when you go on vacation and you want somebody to babysit while you and your spouse go, call me, because I got you. I got you. I may not have a Phantom, but I got your support. You got my support.
Right.
Family comes together and make us whole.
Amen. True.
You know, the foundation of an awesome family is the grandparents, you know, because, you know, I'll never forget, we used to go to Chuck E. Cheese all the time, and this man came to me and he said, he had this bucket full of coins. He said, I'm retired. He said, I have 8 grandchildren. He said, and I opened up a daycare. Just nothing, me and my grandchildren. He says, I got millions. That's what he said to me. He said, I got millions. And I knew he did. You know, I don't know if y'all can tell when somebody just look, they just got that flavor. You look at their eyeglasses and just how they, you know, they're well manicured. Like they may not have on Gucci, but they're well manicured. And you know something ain't average about it.
Right.
He said, I got millions. He said, but my life is taking care of my grandkids. He said, that's what I do. And they just ripping and running and coming to grab coins. And they still got machines in Chuck E. Cheese. They come and get the coins and running, ripping and running. And he shared his life with me. You know, listen, sometimes when you are the trailblazer, you have to start thinking beyond yourself.
That's true.
I ain't talking about nobody. I don't want no plans. Or nobody plan to move or go nowhere. But there's something ain't right where the grandparents want to move away from the grandchildren.
Right.
Something ain't right. They say, where y'all going? To Canada. We going to Australia. Something ain't right there. All right? Because there's a level of wisdom parents don't have that grandparents will.
That's true.
All right? And so we don't want to compete. Go to 1 Timothy 6 and 10. Money is not just me sleeping with people for money, stealing for money, robbing banks for money. Money has a way of sneaking in. Because things that make you happy that only money can give you is a love of money. I want you to understand this. See, if you get caught up talking about something, I don't wear nothing but Gucci, or I don't wear nothing but this, that, and all. Well, it takes money to get that.
Yes, it does.
And when that becomes your focus and your goal, money becomes your love. And you're not even aware. You know, no, it's not me. I just love wearing this type of... No. The love of money manifests more than you just stacking it.
True.
People love money and spend it fast they get it. People love money, and a lot of people that love money, it manifests in their hunger and their desire for materialism. Now don't knock what you see somebody else, what they have. Don't do that. All right? You don't know nothing about those people.
Right.
Don't do that. Don't look at somebody else and go, oh, look at that such and such guy there. Such and such. Mind your business. That's gonna be help you out a whole lot. Take away a lot of stress.
Amen.
All right? So you don't want to get caught up in stuff to the point that you're willing to be somebody or not, so that you can have a materialistical collection of something that will tell people you are success, and that's not what God intended for you. All right? So look at this. For the love of money is the root. And then I want to go, if we can, I want to go to the New Living Translation after this. The love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Now, here's the thing you understand. You love money so much that you can watch your siblings and your brother, your siblings and your aunties, your uncle, whoever may be connected in your family, you can watch them suffer while you live in the overflow.
Right. Come on.
Now listen to me. Listen to me. The Bible says give with discretion. So you can't give to everybody that got less than.
Right.
Can't give to everybody that's broke. You hear me? But I will never have more than enough, and I got a niece or a nephew that ain't going to college because they don't got no money.
Amen.
The devil is a...
Come on now. Come on now. Come on.
There's nothing, listen, I know that, I'm not trying to accommodate a lot of lights from you or outside the church. I'm trying to bring in a family. I would rather see my family member go to college and me drive a lesser of a car. Are you listening to me? It don't matter how hard I work for that car. It don't matter about that. But if it take me driving, I don't know what you're driving, so leave me alone. If it take me driving a Hyundai, give me my Hyundai.
Amen.
All right? And allow me to put this money which is going to help the family. Now, money, when people start loving money, and then you take it any kind of way you want. They ain't quick to give it up. I don't care what the cause is.
Right. It's true.
He said, well, Mama need this operation. We got to raise $1,000. You got $2,000. And he said, well, Mama lived her life.
Wow.
It's time for me to live mine. Now, here's the thing. When you start loving money, you can watch people in your family deteriorate, and you live the high life, and you feel good about it.
Right.
Somehow you think that's some kind of, boost. Make me feel like I'm more than the others. That's not a boost. You got to be very careful when you have materialism and you think that makes you better than somebody else. All kinds of evil. Some people eager for money have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. Can we go to? That's the new. Okay, can we go to the New Living Translation for me, please? Well, you know what? That's just as good. That wasn't the King James y'all was just on, was it? It was? All right, let me read what I think this is the New Living Translation. For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, and some people crave money, having wandered from the true faith and pierced themselves with many sorrows. Now, here's what you need to understand. When you start going after things that can't make you whole, you can look for sorrow to come, the overwhelming sorrow. But the blessings of the Lord make it rich and addeth no sorrow. Right. But when you start going after things that only money can, trying to compete with things that only money can give you, trying to compete to make other people, listen, that love and that hunger, that craving comes with sorrow.
True.
People are going to die because they can't keep an image. A lot of stars, OD and on drugs because they can't keep a certain image. Stuff you think is just ridiculous. When they song don't make the chart or fall off the chart, or they don't get certain parts and different, all of a sudden it ain't even about them making money. It's about the limelight. A lot of boxers don't leave boxing because of the limelight. Right. They love the cheers. They love the attention. Don't be so hungry for attention that you're willing to be somebody you have no business being.
Amen.
Amen. The stress of trying to be this person on TV. Man, listen. If you never make it on TV, you need to be comfortable where you are.
Amen.
Amen.
You know, I used to watch this, oh man, what's the movie? Happy Days with the Fonz. And it was talking about the, what's his name, Richie, I think his name was. Richie had been off TV. And Richie is worth tons of millions of dollars. And ain't nobody seen him. He ain't on TV no more. He doing something that he like, directing, producing, and all this other stuff. Well, you listen to me. If you get caught up in the limelight, you'll be going after something that may even rob you from something that will bring you peace.
Right.
You know, I said this before, and I say it again. I never want to be so rich that it takes life away from me.
Yes.
Man, let me tell you something. Y'all think it's good when you see these athletes and they can't go nowhere. Can't live. That's why they got to go to Beverly Hills, where you think they got plenty of money, but they move into a neighborhood where they ain't got plenty of money compared to their neighbors, because they just want to be comfortable. Just want to be comfortable. I don't want to sign an autograph. I just want to sit here and eat my food. That's all I want to do. I remember this was years ago. I forget the girl's name. She was a rapper, Queen Latifah. She was at a restaurant, and she got bombarded with fans, and she responded just so what they deemed to be negative. And she said, all I wanted to do was finish eating. I want to eat. Like, you can't even be normal. Stop. You think certain spotlights is what you want, but it comes with a certain amount of pressure you may not be ready for.
Right. That's true.
Now, I know I'm talking about people on TV, and you may be thinking that's them, but I see you the same way. I'm not seeing you as just mediocre. I'm not just seeing you as average. I see you as being great.
Amen.
But in your greatness, I don't want you to go after what money can do, and you leave joy, peace, and happiness behind in pursuit of money.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So when I love money, and it says the root of all kind of evil, I'll compete with my sister or my brother. I want to shine. I want to look good. So I need this pocketbook. I need this. And you'll start investing money in things that means nothing.
Right.
That means nothing. Now here's what you got to understand. The more I start wanting things that have absolutely nothing to do with happiness. See, there are things you can enjoy, but they should not have anything to do with your happiness.
Right.
Your peace. You enjoy the car you drive, but that don't have nothing to do with your joy, your peace. You enjoy it, but it's not my joy.
Right.
God said, I give you these things so that you can enjoy them, not so that that can become your life.
Amen. Right.
So when you start growing and you start maturing, the main thing I got to focus on is that I'm not going after things that have absolutely nothing to do with happiness. The purpose of a pocketbook is not to bring joy. You hear me?
Amen.
It's to enjoy.
Amen.
You got the style, but if I don't have that pocketbook, I'm not about to commit suicide.
Amen.
You got to be more excited about where you're going than the car you're driving there to get there.
Amen.
Well, I'll go, but I'll tell you one thing. If I ain't going in the Ferrari, I don't want to go at all. You got to kill that mindset.
Amen. Right.
Be more happy and more joyous about the destination you're going to than the ride you got to get on to get there.
Amen.
You have to understand where I'm going means more than what I'm riding in.
Amen. Amen.
There are plenty of people that will surpass you in life, but that ain't got nothing to do with your joy.
That's right.
The mere fact that somebody doing better than you robs you of your joy, you have issues you got to deal with if you're going to be a success.
Amen.
I don't like her. I don't like them because they think it's all. No, stop. Stop. Don't you think, listen to me. Now, I have some name brand things. Those name brand things, people will be mad at me that I got them, and they don't know nothing about me. They don't know nothing about me. I don't take money from any area that's important to buy anything I want to wear.
Amen.
My wife will tell you this, the God's honest truth. 98% of my clothes come off clearance. 98%. So if you see me with $300 jeans on, you better believe they come off clearance. 98%.
Amen.
I kid you not.
Amen.
So I don't want you thinking you looking at somebody else and what they got. You're going out, but you don't know the details.
Right. Amen.
So you know, I like hats. And I wanted to get this Keith and James hat. You know, it's the red bottom hat type thing, right? Nice hat, I like it. But they start about $500–600. And they don't have a clearance. You know what that means, don't you? I'll never have one. I'll never have one. That's just it. I mean, I've spent some money for some hats. My wife and I, we went on vacation, and I was holding her passport and her plane ticket. So she had to buy me something. She bought me some hats. But I mean, I know my limits. Now somebody else will go ahead and buy the same hat I buy, and you'll spend $200–300 more than I spend, because I'm a clearance man. I've seen things I like till I saw the price tag, and then I don't like them no more.
Right.
I've seen clothes, and I don't know if I like them until I see the price tag. Now listen to me. You do whatever you want to do, but don't you get caught up chasing after something that's irrelevant.
Right. Amen.
I can live without it.
Amen.
Can't nobody sell me on no car. You can't sell me on no car. It's either the numbers work for me or they don't.
Amen. Amen.
I'm like everybody else. I got champagne taste with beer money. The more I can get for this dollar, it makes sense to get it. But you can't say, the windows go like this. I don't care if the windows flip out. I don't care if the windows jump out and go in the garage and jump back in when I get home. If the numbers don't work, it don't work.
Right.
So listen, I don't go after materialism, but I'm going to tell you this. But every time I go or say I want something, I'm telling you, God always blesses me.
Amen.
Now, my success, the foundation is my relationship with God.
Amen. Amen.
Now, you have to do what you got to do. But for me, everything I have is all about my relationship with God.
Amen.
So when you see me with something, you need to know, Pastor, I ain't paid what everybody else paid. But you rest assured that. You rest assured that. I don't care what. I don't care. My wife and I, we go into different places, different stores. I just go to look. Cause I know this ain't no outlet or clearance place. I come to see what I like and see if God want me to have it. Because if God want me to have it, then what he'll do is drop it. Somebody gonna be selling it somewhere for a fraction of the cost. I'm not a full price. So don't you get so crazy and so retarded on stuff. You run after it, thinking it's gonna bring you joy, and it don't.
Amen.
It's nothing worse to have more than everybody else and you empty.
Right.
So you want to make sure that I'm whole. Look, listen to me very carefully. Disobedience to God is more than just the 10 Commandments. If God said to love money is the root of all evil, there are certain things you need to just stay away from. Right? Now, here's some things you have to understand. You should already have a short list. Somebody say short list.
Short list.
On what you're willing to go broke for to have.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
What do you mean broke? When I pay for this, I got more money invested in that than I got in my pocket. That's broke.
Right.
That's broke. So now you will spend $200 to get your hair done, but if you left with $30, you come on. You need a short list on what you're willing to go broke for. And that list needs to be more about family orientation and your family members than it is about you and your self-benefit.
Amen.
I am not willing to go broke for myself.
Amen.
I won't. When I'm home by myself, I'm bundled up. I'm putting on hoodies, all this stuff. This thermostat is set for people to go to work and go to school. No, that's what they're talking about. You ain't gonna walk around here. You know what I mean? I have one of those. When my kids come home, I change the program. I don't know if y'all listen here. We got 2 zones and need 3, honestly. Cause my bedroom is 1,500 square feet. That's about the average size of an apartment. So I need a separate zone for that by itself. We already got 2 zones. So for upstairs, that means I got to heat up 4 bedrooms for my one. I won't do it. I won't do it. But when my kids come home, I change it. Why? Because I'm never willing to spend more money than I need to for me.
Right.
I won't do it. You got to start valuing things that is more God-given than my ambition. Because you, listen, most people say, just be ambitious, be courageous. No. My ambition's got to fall in line with what God wants for me.
Amen.
Oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. Let it fall in line. Now, there are some people that don't need God. I do. And you're hearing a person that preaches and teaches based off my relationship with God, not based off my ability, physical ability, how smart I am, or who I know. Everything got to come through God.
Amen.
So I got to get to the place that I got to start hearing God and understanding disobedience to God is more than the 10 Commandments. If God, once God let me know what He wants from me, I'm obligated to give Him that.
Amen.
Whatever God speaks into my heart, that's what I got to give Him. That's what I got to give. I cannot give what I'm comfortable with. I got to give Him what He asked for.
Amen.
If you ever been in debt and you owe somebody, it ain't about how much you feel like paying this week. No, you're gonna pay them what they said, or you're gonna mess up your name, or possibly lose your car, house, or whatever it is. God is looking for you to give Him what He asked for. not what you can at the moment, not what's comfortable. I want you to get to this. Exodus 20:3 in the NIV, if you could. Because God wants to be first in your life. And this first in God's life, meaning nobody gets more respect from you than God. Because once you line up with God, anybody that's offended don't belong in your life. Are you listening to me? Once you line up with God and what God wants to do in your life, you got to get to the place that everybody that's offended don't belong.
Amen.
You start getting to the place that God now becomes the person that monitors my thoughts and my actions. We said something earlier, and this is so important. When it's time for one family member to shine, we all got to celebrate. Amen. Make them. No, you're not going to your friend's house because your sister has a game.
Amen. Right. Amen.
No, you're not going there. We going to the game. Everybody gonna celebrate. Everybody gonna celebrate. Because now, with parents, you take it any kind of way you want. You get mad if you want to. If the devil can be with you, when the one child that's not being celebrated cut a fool, he ain't got to worry about anything else up the road to pull the sheets over you.
Right.
Come on, it's your sister's wedding, your sister getting married, come on, let's go, we all happy. Now here you go, falling down the steps. Leaving right now. No, because if you, now the whole way no hole, you comfortable? Because we going to the wedding.
Right.
If the more attention you give to that, the more the devil says, I know how to pull these cords. Time to go sit down. Let me pull that cord. Next thing you know, here Aunt Millie. You know Aunt Millie. Aunt Millie can't find her teeth. Don't nobody love me. Aunt Millie, we all love you. Everybody love you. Aunt Millie, you're going to be here by yourself now. You better come on, baby. And you start that car, and Millie said, hold on, I got my teeth right here. Don't leave me. You got to be conscious. This is not your time. But if you can't get on board to celebrate somebody else, then you need to understand that evilness starts to grow. Yes. You're trying to sabotage somebody else's celebration.
Right.
Now you may think this don't mean nothing. That's because you ain't interested in family.
Amen.
You so focused on protecting you can care less about the masses. You can care less about everybody else that's connected to you. You want to be a person of influence, not just for yourself, but for everyone that's attached to me. So when your sister wedding, you fall down these steps, I'm telling you now, we leave you there. Now I bet you when you get back, you'll see dishes in the sink, all kind of stuff. Now they're supposed to be broke down, back, leg, and neck. Don't leave them. When you come back, you're going to see, look in the garbage can. Who got Kentucky Fried Chicken? Y'all ran out. You can't get caught up in that.
Right.
Listen, when they fall, start talking about the celebration.
That's right.
Child, y'all loosening and binding and the devil just smiling. Y'all sit up there. Come on, Aunt Millie. You come on, believe God, Aunt Millie. Aunt Millie. I can't move. Child, y'all done used up all the good oil on that Millie. There's ain't nothing wrong, man. Child, y'all get a camera and put it in that room. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Millie. You got to be able to celebrate people where they are. Because if you can't celebrate what God is doing in somebody else's life, He'll do nothing in yours. You need to get that. That ain't just for the young people. Y'all come on. That need to get it. If you can't celebrate, you can't be jealous of what God's doing in my life. Now this is just a fact, no matter whether you like it or not. I make more money in a week than most people make in a whole year. Now ain't nothing you can do about that. But if you hate that and don't know where I come from, you need to to see my elevation in God before you start. And no, I don't have nothing to give you, so don't come ask me for nothing. But you need to see where God brought me from. You need to see my praise. When I was driving a 74 Ford pickup truck, that the whole door came off. You should have saw how I praised God then. Then before you talk about where I'm at now, and hold your nose up at me, you need to know where God brought me from. Because if you don't like what God did in my life, you can't get God to do nothing in your life. God ain't going to play part of your competition. Because you got a problem with somebody else excelling in. You know, the judge, Supreme Court Judge Clarence Thomas, he said, pull yourself up by the bootstrap. Boy, every poor, welfare mentality person hated him. You look at that Uncle Tom. Can't believe he said, no. You need to look at your life. And you got to make something of yourself.
That's right.
You failing is not the responsibility of other people to accommodate your emotions. Because you refuse to put the work in. You got a child that won't do nothing, but they're going to complain about you helping everybody else. I'm helping them go somewhere. Why would I help you stay here?
Amen.
You supposed to be in school? You somewhere else.
That's right.
You supposed to be off to college? You somewhere else. You supposed to be somewhere better in your life? You somewhere else.
Right.
Why would I go get you a car? For what? See, here's the thing. You love all your children the same, but you better know the level they on. Everybody ain't gonna get no car now. You ain't gonna listen. You ain't getting no car. You ain't doing nothing for yourself. How am I gonna find a job? That's a personal problem. If you don't raise your children, parents are talking to you now. If you don't raise your children with a certain level of wisdom, you'll play right into that role.
That's true.
Listen, my kids will never get thrown out of the house. Listen. Now, whether they better than themselves or not, now you're always going to respect the house. You know what I mean? If you decide to be nothing, I'll get you a room. But you can't borrow my car.
Right.
I ain't see y'all got a problem telling your kids, you better not touch my car. You can't touch mine. No. I'm going to run to the store. Run there. No, I don't have a problem. I've never thrown my kids out. Whether they become great or nothing, they will always have a place to stay. You hear me? They will always have a room with their own bathroom. Always. That come with the package. But my car don't. We live out of the store. So you won't be 40 years old. You're going to get a meal too. Yeah, you're going to be, listen, y'all raise your kids how you want. If they don't want to be nothing, they don't have to be nothing. They can go in their room, they don't got to work, they ain't got to do nothing, all of this stuff. Now you ain't going to add to my, come on now, to my responsibility in the house. Meaning I ain't cleaning up behind you.
That's right.
And we ain't gonna have the cleaner come in, clean the kitchen, and then you clean your room. Now the kitchen need to be, come on now, redone. No, we ain't gonna have that. We ain't have none of that. You ain't gonna be stanking, and you ain't gonna disrespect the house. No, you can't have no company. No, because if you nothing, only people want to hang out with you are nothing.
That's so true.
You always have a meal, you always have a place to stay, you'll always have a ride to church. Them things I can always guarantee. Now, whether or not you'll ever eat at Fridays again, that's the personal. That's personal. You got a father gonna love you till the end.
Amen.
Yeah. Now, but you have to understand, as our children better themselves, we need to be in a position that one, not only that they don't start growing away from each other, build that bond, but also I'm going to be a support to you. Listen, and y'all do this. My mama helped me move into my house before she had a house.
True.
Acting crazy, all in love, and then retarded, paying this girl student loans off. Now I ain't got no money for the freaking house. They don't. I done paid all this money, and they said, okay, Mr. Hatcher, you need about, I think it was like, I don't know, maybe $1,800, something like that. But you don't understand, to a 19-year-old, $1,800 is the world. Now y'all understand, I've been saving and working and saving and working, and I'm so close. Paying student loans, and then I bought an engagement ring, all this stuff. Now I'm sure. My mama helped me move into my house before she ever had a house.
Amen.
Listen to me, parents. It's all right for you to stay where you at, to push your child to another level.
Come on.
Amen.
Come on. Come on.
Amen.
Don't you ever tell your child, I ain't never even had a car like that.
That's right. That's right.
No, we ain't gonna say that. We ain't gonna say that. You know your child. Listen to me. Don't think your child changed overnight. You better look at the pattern now. You be stupid if you want to. They can't keep a job. They always getting evicted. Something always going wrong in their life. Then they want you to co-sign. Go ahead, stupid.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right.
You sure you gonna take the payments? Yeah. No, man. Listen, my kids to death do us part.
Amen.
They got my name right now. Every credit card they got is in my name, my wife's name, one of their name, all that stuff. I don't have a problem. Now I won't co-sign for nobody else, but my kids.
Right.
And you better have a lifestyle to support what you're asking me to sign.
Right.
Let me help you get out of this, because y'all look like you're going to do what you want to do anyway. And your name ain't no good anyway, you can't co-sign. All right. You know that extra stuff? You shall have no other gods before me. Listen, never give school more respect than you give the house of God.
True. So true. Say that again. Amen.
Young people, listen to me. If you wouldn't conduct yourself like this at school, don't conduct yourself like that at church.
Amen. Amen.
Parents, now, every parent may have a little thing we could have did better in or whatever.
Amen.
But some parents be so happy sometimes just to have peace. You give kids anything. I ain't had no toys in church.
Right.
Now I ain't telling you nothing. Now y'all do what you gotta do now. Don't be crazy. My toy was my fingers. Every once in a while I get to bring a soldier. Them little, y'all know they used to have a little green soldier. You can bring and shoot. You better not take too loud. And you ain't gonna keep going to the bathroom either.
Right. That's true.
Now you go to the bathroom now.
That's it.
The pastor get up, don't you move. You say that, and then you know what? Here's the God's honest truth. I never had to pee when pastor was up. I couldn't do it. It ain't made no sense. Come on. It ain't made no sense. Don't make no sense to lie. All right?
It's true.
So your parents may have allowed some things, but now God talking to you. God is saying, I don't want you to give nobody else more respect than you give me. If you wouldn't sing it there, don't sing it here. Don't give the courthouse more respect than you'll give me.
Yes.
You say, oh, you know, you just want to be comfortable. No, it's all right to be comfortable, but it's another thing to be disrespectful. If you go in the courthouse and they say, everybody rise, you gonna get up.
Yes.
You better have some crutches, wheelchair, or a lot of grade.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You grunting all stuff sometimes you heard it's all right, it's all right. But I have seen, listen here, not only do the person that say it is going, you're going to either respect the uniform or you're going to respect what's on my hip. One way or another, you get up.
Yeah.
Go ahead and cross your leg. They say, you come in the house. Now, this I'm talking about young people. Old people, y'all, you know, y'all do fall gone. Y'all ain't just do what you want to do. You go in the courthouse and they say, everybody get up, you getting up. When you come in here for worship and everybody say get up, you need to get up. Now ain't nobody gonna make you. This is about your relationship with God. Don't respect the courthouse more than you respect God's house. You should have no other gods before me. Now when you reference that, you're gonna find a whole lot of things that mean it's not just what the Israelites would make gods, golden images and stuff. That is beyond that. Anything, if you would show, it's not a good thing for mama to say, Pop is the most important man in her life. She'll make a sweet potato pie and tell Pop, go to Pathmark, they got something there. All honor starts with him and work his way down. Now, can I tell you something else? When somebody's special in your life, they get certain things other people don't even, you can't even ask for.
Amen. 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 Amen.
That's true.
I remember one time this gentleman, he was a nice guy, good guy. And he asked me, he said, my wife was braiding one of my girls' hair. And he said, oh, you braid hair, First Lady? He said, can you braid my hair? And my wife said, I don't braid men's hair. I don't braid men's hair. She would braid. Might be a little struggle. No, there's certain things you don't get.
Right.
Amen.
There's certain things when God becomes special to you, I'll give him things that I won't give other people.
Amen. It's true.
Now, listen, I'm not getting up because first of all, I may not even respect the man back there. Say, get up. The judge is getting up. You know he's a crook. Here's a crook. They got one township. We called the lawyer. The man, the cop gave me a ticket, and he was a liar. He was a liar. And that Klansman gave me the ticket. We called the lawyer. The lawyer said, I will not even take the case. He said the judge the judge is responsible for building that town a whole new sports arena. What was that? Evesham? Evesham? Said the judge already done made his decision already. She said, I won't even take the case. She said, the only thing you can do is talk to the prosecutor, get him to come ride down, all that stuff. I said, listen, first of all, I was renting a budget truck. And this is the guy, I went from for the budget truck to get to 45 miles an hour, you got to go from about River Road just about to 73. I'm telling you, that truck ain't picking up too fast. The cop called me from Ingrid to 73. But from Ingrid here to the next corner, I was at a stop. I came through the light. The cop caught me somewhere midway of the block and said I was going 45 miles an hour. The truck can't go. Sir, we stopped at the light. This truck couldn't go 45 miles an hour if you and all your henchmen were chasing me. What you gonna do? Say, so every time I get up for a judge, it don't mean I respect the judge thinking that judge gonna do what's right.
Right. That's true.
When I get up here and worship, I do it with a cheer.
Yes. Yes.
I get up because I love God.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And that devil ain't gonna tell me my feet hurt, my leg hurt, my back hurt. The devil is a liar.
The devil is a liar. Amen.
I want you to start honoring God. And then as you honor God, God gonna show you how to make your family whole. Listen, when do you see like the Holdens and they got a little junior there? When my mama and my generation, if you had a sister that was your second mama. No, that's the truth. Like once you get like 3-4 years, they'll light your butt up just like your mama. Yeah, I mean, you get a little kid, you be sitting around there, you thinking you gonna mouth off. Not around your big, no, you won't. Like families were just different.
Yes.
I mean, just.
Yes.
Now, if you're around the same age, you can go toe to toe. You really touch me. Touch me. It's gonna be something up there. Yeah. But let me tell you, I remember my Uncle Ivan. He had about 8 kids, something like that. Some a lot older than others. And the old kid that tear your butt up. No, they were my cousins. But if anything, I was staying up in Newark with my father, which wasn't too often. You know, if anything pop off, you gonna get checked. No, I remember that. Ain't lying. Family ain't all about people liking you.
Right. It's true.
Family ain't all about people liking you. And the kid in the kitchen playing with fire, and playing with the stove. Listen here, when you get your butt whooped. That's it. You're just getting your butt whooped. I don't know what you liking me. Keep staring you. That's all right. You're gonna live. You'll live one day to love me.
Right.
I need you guys coming together. God taught me how to raise a family. I didn't learn it. I was telling my wife just the other day, and us men, we talked about it. I know Holden and I've talked about it. We've never had a man-to-man talk coming up. We never had a man sit down and say, I'm going to show you how to be a man. I'm going to show you how to grow up and be great. Never had that. But I'm telling you, God showed me how to build a family I'm telling you, I don't care what nobody tell you, there's nothing more valuable than family. Now everybody got a different compartment they got to play, but there's nothing more valuable. You ain't got to thank me for doing my part. Thanksgiving, everybody come to eat. Wednesday night is family time. Oh yeah, there's some work to be done Wednesday night. Saturday, everybody, listen, everybody come when all the prepping is done and leave before the food got to get put in. Come on now. And that ain't the family. Child, they start seeing getting a little thin. You go in that kitchen, start rattling them back. Yeah, I gotta go. Don't put up, because putting up food mean dishes. Come on. I need y'all to come together, that we start celebrating each other, that we can look at each other. You know, somebody jump up and say, you know, this, that, and another about. Listen, whether it's true or false, if it's your family, come on, you backing them up. No, I ain't saying make they wrong right. But you ain't gonna come to me. Now we talk about my older sister quite often. My older sister's deep. So in the big joke, Brandy wants to go to Vegas for her 21st birthday. So I told him, Auntie Hilda, call Auntie Hilda. She'll pray liquor out of Vegas. No, my sister. That's the joke. Now my sister go up there, boy, with that oil. Let's see it. She on that oil, she start anointing them hotel rooms, them clubs, and all that stuff. Ain't gonna be no dancing and having fun I mean, everybody got a part to play. And we be laughing and joking and talking about my sister. You try it. You try it. Don't take the kitchen joke, because you know most families, so everybody got a different section. But my section in my family is the kitchen. Don't take a kitchen conversation and think that's your opportunity to chime in. Amen. You better not laugh too loud when you tell the joke. Family's family, man. You got. I want to see you guys to be there for each other in a way that is respectful. Amen. Everybody, listen to me. Everybody don't have to have a big house for us to have fun. Amen. Come on. Truth be told, if you ain't got no big family, what you want a big house for anyway? Now I'm telling you right now about these big houses. It ain't all that people think. It ain't all that people think. I think maybe twice. We've been there 12 years or something like that. Twice maybe we sat in the formal living room with the family. Twice. I went in the media room sometime about a couple of weeks ago. I haven't been in there in about a year. That's just the truth. Those big houses ain't all for people. And then you got to clean it because that dust coming. Right. And you think you can clean it till you start wiping them baseboards and you look like somebody keep adding baseboards as you go. You can't clean them houses yourself. You can't. You got to hire somebody. That ain't a luxury. And then everything that I'm telling you about, so you don't need a big house. Why you need one family member with a big house and everybody go there? That's where we going. If you live close enough, everybody don't need a pool. Just want this help. Nobody care you home or not. Listen, when family come together, you see strength, not division. Amen. A lot of cussing and fussing. That's what I love about my wife's family. I love her family so much. And her family has something that my family don't. Her family don't care nothing about nothing. They all come to love each other. Amen. And they're in the country. I don't know if it's a country thing or not. When the car pull up, you know food is in it. I don't care. I don't care. You know, the jokers come, they might bring something to drink. No, I'm saying them cars come up. They say, so go on, y'all, get to the car. And I'm telling you, the men attack that car. I'm talking like an egg on a cheese dude. I'm telling you, boy, they bringing out problems. But by the time, if you ain't in line and nobody complaining, man, they bringing boatloads of chicken and fish and to fry fresh right there. They get 2 fries. One for the Christians and one of those that ain't don't quite sure yet. I love that family, man. Yeah, and if depending on which way the wind blowing, you got to switch fires.
Right.
Because you got the people that wasn't part of that group and they start seeing them rabbits. And nobody comes right now. I'm talking about we have pastors, first, all these kind of people, and everybody's just loving everybody. They smoking what they want to smoke over there. Now, I'm not telling you to do this at your family.
Right.
All right? I ain't got no problem with it. I love them. We got family members that don't even believe in Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, she got a cousin right now. I'll call you stupid in a minute, boy. She's talking about some Jesus. You ain't mean with that stuff. Born and raised in church. Right. Used to all get in the truck, van, whatever it was. They singing in the choir. My wife and all her cousins do all the singing of Jesus. Jesus is a friend. Yeah, that joker grow up. That joker grow up and said something about Jesus and it's fake. He's a white man religion and don't believe in it. And guess what? When he pulls up, everybody's in love with everybody. Amen. I'm telling you, her family is so, this is the truth. Her family is so tight. The exes, meaning ain't married no more, come to the cookout.
Yes. True. Wow.
I don't care nothing. The chief person in my wife's family, I don't care what you say, because Marta is gone, Papa's gone, you know, and Papa's gone, all those stuff, they call her granddaddy Paul. He had about 20 kids. And Aunt Flo was married into the family. Nobody's gonna make you feel more welcome than Aunt Flo. She ain't even in the family like that no more. Right. She's an ex.
Right.
But Aunt Flo, I'm telling you, you're gonna feel love. Right. She's gonna tell you the truth. I don't know what time I was down there with my Mercedes, it was hot too. It was hot. We was in that Mercedes. She said, listen here, nephew. She said, you don't need to be spending this kind of money for no car that can't give you no good air. It's nice and everything. He said, but you need to get your car that got good air. This car ain't got good air. I thought I was saying something. Family means everything. Amen. Don't hate somebody that's different. Amen. Don't hate nobody that has a different lifestyle. Love everybody. Amen. Gay, straight, don't matter. That's your family. Amen. That's right. A lot of church people lose family because they refuse to live like I want you to live. Right. That's true. That won't happen here. Amen. That won't happen here. Father, thank you for this day.